This is probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. I actually was not planning on picking up the camera today, hence the appearance. It's a very big behind the scenes day where I'm just catching up on editing, emails, all of the things. I'm actually about to have to send a type of email that I don't like to send, that I dread, but I thought it might be interesting for you guys to get a little behind the scenes glimpse of it, which, okay, first of all, this is the current situation. Obviously, with my job, I work with brands, and I don't even know what is happening. When some of the brands reach out, it's an instant yes. Like, for example, I'm trying to think, Wayfair, Lowe's, Home Depot, like these are brands that I already know and I love. Sometimes brands reach out and I'm really interested in the product, but I obviously can't say yes before trying it. Like, I don't know what it is. So that's what happened. It was a protein powder. I was so excited about it, thinking like, oh my gosh, maybe this will be like my new favorite protein powder. Needless to say, it is not. I tried adding cocoa powder because that's what I do with a lot of my protein powders, and it's a no. I definitely do not want to recommend this to you guys and have you buy it. I just don't think it's an amazing protein powder personally. I don't love the taste. And so obviously what I do is I just reach out and say like, thank you for sending, but it's just not going to work. So I'm about to send that email right now. Meanwhile, I mean, this is the current state of affairs. I really need to dedicate the next like 10 minutes to picking everything up, getting everything together, because I just cannot function when my living room looks like this. Today we are on a mission. I just parked outside Target and it is Operation Get Tom a Present, because as you guys know, my dad recently installed our fence, which has just absolutely transformed our worlds. It's the best thing ever to be able to have Asher run, and obviously even just with Decker as he's getting older, it has been just the best thing. And obviously we could have went with a fence company, but like the quotes that we were getting were absolutely insane. And Tom really came through. So I want to get him something, but I don't know what. He is the hardest person to shop for because he doesn't like traditional, like, he doesn't like things. I don't know, anything material, I feel like I'm going to strike out. So I'm definitely going to be baking something. Scones, he's a very big scone guy. So I think it's like an Irish thing, maybe. So I'm going to be baking some scones and then maybe seeing if there's like anything else that catches my eye. But a heartfelt card, a heartfelt letter. I know nothing I do is like going to be a big enough thank you, but we're going to try. So far I've gotten Decker more things than I've gotten my dad. The kids section on Target is like just absolutely popping. Okay, don't worry, I'm not shopping for myself, but this would be the cutest 4th of July outfit ever. Are you kidding me? I actually have a bunch of really cute 4th of July stuff here if anyone is interested. Not the most riveting of Target hauls. I just got some ingredients for the scones, a couple of new toys for Decker that I'm very excited about, a card, and Band-Aids. This is unrelated, and I love getting cards like this, where I'm going to cross out, it says, that's what thinking of you makes me do. I'm going to add an R, so it's going to say, that's what thinking of your beautiful creation makes me do. And obviously I'll add a little note, but let's get to baking the scones. I'm actually nervous because I have no idea, like, I've never done such a thing. So let's see how it goes. I'm going to link this recipe below, but I do want to note that this is a healthier version of scones using Greek yogurt, and it's just not as decadent. But my dad does not love baked goods. Like, he likes baked goods, but he likes it in a more healthy way. The other day I was literally talking to him about this, and he referred to them as poison. Like, he was like, yeah, are they not poison? So that was definitely in mind as I was baking, and he likes this type of thing, and they turned out great. So once again, it will be linked below. Bum, 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 bum. I come bearing gifts.
Oh, you got the banana bread? Oh, put it up in there. Thanks.
Tonight's dinner is as beautiful as it gets. We've got sweet potato, avocado, asparagus, salmon. I get questions asking how I make my sweet potatoes. I literally just pop them in the oven, stick a fork in them like twice just to make sure they don't explode, because yes, that could happen. And I don't have like an exact science to how long I do it. Probably around, I don't know, anywhere from like 50 minutes to an hour and a half. And then the key is I broil it for like a minute and it creates like this like crispy, crunchy outside. It's just, oh my gosh, so good. And I'm currently in my pajamas. There's nothing more euphoric to me than eating dinner in my pajamas, just knowing like I don't have to go up and get changed. Like I don't have anything else to do. I could just sit here, enjoy this. Normally I prefer, technically, because I'm hungry, to eat before we do Decker's bedtime, but I just haven't had time lately. So what I've been doing is like I make my whole dinner, go up, help Zach with the bedtime routine, and then come down and then have my peaceful night. I cannot, like guys, this is too much that it's, what time is it? It is currently 7:30 and the sun is shining as literally as if it's like 1 p.m. And by the way, like the sun's not going to be setting until like, I think it's like 9 or after 9. It is crazy here in Cincinnati how much later the sun sets, at least compared to New York, where I'm from. Like obviously I enjoy it, but like I prefer an 8 p.m. sunset. Like that is good for me. It is hot outside. We just got back from a run and I am dying. Don't mind, there's probably like a hat line somewhere, but it feels so good, guys. I feel like a broken record because I feel like I've said this quite a bit in my vlogs, but being able to run again is everything. And not even just run again, like one of the things that honestly makes postpartum so hard and just like those first, not even just few weeks, but honestly months, because I wasn't able to like work out for quite some time, or at least work out in the way I wanted to, like literally couldn't get my heart rate up. And it's just the fact that you're sedentary, and at least for me, obviously everyone's different, but exercise and movement has been such a big part of my life. It's I always say it's more for my mental health than physical health, because I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not lifting like these. I'm not like, what do they call it? Like progressive overload, like all of these things. Like whenever, honestly, at Burn Boot Camp, they're talking about that, I kind of just like throw it out my ear. Does that even make sense? Throw it out my ears? No, that does not make sense. But I'm mostly here for a good time. And it helps me so much. And when I was talking to my doctor about like, so when is it recommended that you can have baby number 2? I mean, obviously you can whenever you want, but where it's like, okay. And she said, so technically, like we tell everyone like wait at least 9 months, but she was like, if you were to really ask me, like when your body's actually ready, 18 months. And so yeah, clearly it takes time, obviously not just from a physical standpoint, but also from a mental standpoint. You just got to be patient with yourself. If there's one thing I wish I would have done more in the beginning, I think I was just so antsy, like when am I going to be able to run again? When am I going to be able to do all these things? Like it'll come. And when it does, it is the best thing ever. But obviously running is just a tool. For example, running, journaling, these are all tools. Obviously it's just one piece to the puzzle. Mental health is so complex. I'm really happy we're talking about it more though. But I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Psychiatry, which is a mental health practice that provides online care and takes insurance. So it makes getting help for whatever you might be struggling with so much more accessible. Because I feel like two of the biggest things are, one, just getting in, taking that step to actually go to someone, and then two, obviously the money. But this is as if you were going to a normal office where you give in your insurance. And one of the other benefits is a psychiatrist can actually prescribe medication, whether you're struggling with anything from postpartum, anxiety, depression, OCD, bipolar disorder. These are all things that they treat every day. Their psychiatrists have an average of 10 years of experience. So clearly they know what they're doing. I mean, obviously if you're a psychiatrist and you're passing rigorous tests, you know what you're doing, but they do have a lot of experience. This was founded by a triple board certified psychiatrist. And once again, there's no like monthly subscription fee or any added fees. It is literally as if you were going in person, but it's online and just so much easier. So I'm gonna have a link below and a QR code on the screen that you can scan. If you maybe haven't been feeling the best and you're thinking like, what are my options? This is such a great thing to check out. Meanwhile, out of all of the toys, obviously I just bought Decker a couple of new toys yesterday. Nothing hits like a measuring cup. Here you go. I don't know what to do. I hate doing like a full body, like everything shower with Decker where I'm washing my hair. But my hair at this point, it has been in the rain. It's covered in sweat probably. Like it's not doing too hot. So I don't know what to do. Oh, my dad's calling. Hello?
Yeah, Clancy, you home?
Yeah, I'm home.
Let's ask her I think he needs water.
Oh, okay.
That's backstory.
Okay. A little pro tip, if you're in a rush, you just wash your hair, you want to blow dry it, because I asked my hairstylist this and she confirmed when you blow dry your hair, it gets greasy, like not as fast. I cannot remember why. She explained it to me. So while I do not have time right now, I definitely do not have time right now to do my full head of hair, it's fine that the ends are still wet, but I just do the roots to make sure we can maximize this hair. Okay. Oh my gosh, Dad, did you put water on yourself at all today?
What?
Did you put water on yourself at all?
I'm all wet.
Is that sweat?
Yeah, it's just
Oh my
It
gosh.
isn't that bad. Like my shirt's only wet here.
Today, not only is
I wasn't even
Tom,
working hard.
you weren't even working hard, you've been out all
Well, it
morning.
wasn't like, it's just being out. Like if you just walk, you would sweat like that.
Wow. And now I fixed our garage door. Do you wonder what we did before you moved here?
I guess you don't know. Whatever you had. Should I dicky?
Are you gonna train Decker to be more competent?
Whatever he wants to do.
Did you ever like try to train? Like, did you ever?
Oh, the chewy. I used to get you to go out and I used to pay you. Go out and do the leaves. Jeez, it was like such a thing. And then Mom would ruin it and say, why don't I do it? Which is like,
Why doesn't who do it? You?
me. I was trying to make you do it. Do you think I was making you do it like for the
Out of
if you're
laziness.
efficient at it or anything? You go out like and to be like looking at you and you're putting into the bag and half falling out. Next thing you start fighting and then the mom said, well, why don't I do it? To you, like, you know, why are you making them do it? Like, but you don't get it like it's like
Do you think that
it's an Irish thing. Like when you become 12 or 13, you're expected to bloody well work on the firm.
do you think raising us with an American was different for you?
What?
Like raising us with an American wife as opposed to an Irish wife?
Oh, like, no idea. How would I know?
But like, did you guys have differing opinions on how to do things?
Not really. Just the work thing would be just not in. Like if you live in the city, you're a city person, so you just not. It's not in you like to. If you grow up in a farm, yeah, it's in you like from 11 or even before that, 9 or 10. You're just that's it. Not that it's slave labour, or anything. You just have to go out and do it. The leave thing was like so. Oh, jeez, I actually used to pay you to do it, and it was so hard even to get. That was the problem. No one sent it. Someone paid me for something when I was a kid. Like we'd no money, so yeah, you do, but yeah.
Yeah, that is true. But I loved having money. Like, remember my little piggy
I
bank
know,
was always.
but you wouldn't do the work. To me, it was like
I've never been a fan of like hard labor.
this wasn't hard. Picking up a few leaves. That's not hard.
Yes, it is.
Poor Dicky is going to be out picking leaves, won't you?
I literally just rotate all of my carrier. It's really just two. It's this
Right,
maybe
so
carrier, and then we also use the tush baby as well. And I don't know how I would do it without a carrier. Like, I seriously don't. It has made our lives so much easier. I cannot recommend these enough. We have a current breaking development. It's 12 o'clock, and Decker is asleep in his crib. He has not, I kid you not, he has not napped in his crib since he was 2 months old, and it was only for like a day that I like made it happen. But I've been trying so hard for these crib naps, which I'm not someone like, it's not like I'm like we have to be on like this crib routine. It's just for him to be able to nap in a crib would be life-changing, because otherwise what I was going to do is what I always do. All right, let me load him up in the stroller or load him up in the car seat and then have him fall asleep either on a walk or in the car. But one, I really didn't have anywhere I wanted to go, and two, I feel like it's just a little too hot for a stroller walk right now. It's like in the high 80s. So I pushed through. That's the thing. The reason I like didn't pull the plug this time, because I've tried so many times, but he wasn't crying. He was more like doing like a yell. I mean, that sounds bad, but like if you have a baby, you probably know. It's like where they're just like that. So I told myself, it's crazy. I told myself I'm gonna wait till 12:20. It started at like 12:09. I was going in every few minutes, coming out, and then it was 12:19 that all of a sudden I was like, where'd the crying go? So I don't even know what to do with myself right now. Like, this is crazy. I do know what I'm gonna do. I'm hungry. I'm gonna make some lunch. Decker has been asleep for almost an hour at this point. This is insane. I was able to not only put a load of laundry into the wash, but switch it to the dryer, make myself a delicious lunch. Like, this is so crazy. And I wanted to continue the mental health chat. I don't know if you guys have seen that like popular quote or meme online that says, actually, what does it say? You have the same amount of hours in a day as Beyonce. Very motivational. I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, oh dang, like that is so true. However, it's so misleading because you actually, yes, you have the same amount of hours in the day as everyone. We all have 24 hours, but those hours and the quality of those hours is so different than someone who has a private chef or a nanny or a housekeeper or all of this help. Like, it's so different. I mean, and particularly for moms, and by the way, even if you're not a mom, but I mean, with moms, it's so apparent. Like, no, you don't have the same amount of hours if you're doing it all on your own. And by the way, can I please do a big disclaimer? I'm not doing it all on my own. I mean, like, I have my parents and they help out so much. Like, I'm not like this, like, single mom who's doing it all on her own. And obviously when Zach's here, but like, I'm just saying it is so interesting that it definitely makes a big difference. Even my dad has been doing, like, he's been finishing up the fence today. He technically, like, he can't come in. He's covered in sweat. Like, he can't help out with Decker technically, right? Knowing he's there makes such a difference. Like, it just, like, knowing, like, if something were to happen or like I need help, like, it just feels so nice to have him there. So that was a random tangent. I'm just so grateful. But I recently saw, I think I saw it on like TikTok, Instagram Reels, I don't know what it was, where Katherine Schwarzenegger was talking about how she doesn't allow her kids to do any screen time, which is awesome. Like, good for her. And I know a lot of people make that decision, which is, once again, awesome. Seriously, like, good for you. It's not easy. I've been open that we do screen time. I save it for pretty much when I'm making dinner. That's like when I just feel like I need it at the end of the day, and I save up for it. Like, because I would never want Tucker to, you know, be sitting in front of a TV for hours. But I save up for it for that half hour I'm cooking dinner. Even if it gets to an hour, I'm not going to say it hasn't before. It has. It has been the greatest help. And honestly, one of the big things for me, not to make excuses, but the no nap thing, it's just like my one break, which right now I'm like, oh my God, like when he gets up, I'm going to be ready to go. Like, just getting this like break. It's like insane. Anyway, so I've been open that we do use screen time, Miss Rachel, sparingly. And I just was like, wow, like that's crazy that she does nothing, like not even out to a restaurant or whatever. One of the top comments was, yeah, but she also has a private chef, a nanny, a da-da-da-da-da, like a list of things. And I'm like, wow, that's so true. Like, if you have all of that help, it just eliminates the need. Like, it just makes it so much easier. And once again, I have help too. Obviously not like full-time help or anything, but I do have help. And even I struggle with social media. I just think, and I talked about this on our podcast, Gaby and I's podcast a couple of weeks ago, it's so easy to look and be like, oh my gosh, this person is doing this, 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 and this. We don't always get to see the behind the scenes of the help and how people are able to make that happen, how they're able to seemingly do it all. It's not them doing it all. It's a lot of people who are, you know, behind the curtain, but it's not necessarily, I guess, the most glamorous thing to post. Like, not glamorous, but it's not necessarily like something people want to post. Like, oh yeah, and by the way, here's my nanny, or here's my whatever it might be, my private chef. I keep using those two examples. I'm sure I could think of more, but my brain is like just fried. But yeah, I mean, it just goes back to obviously like social media comparison, comparing yourself to others, even comparing yourself to people not on social media, comparing yourself to people you know in real life. And there are many people who are like the Betty Crockers of the world, the Martha Stewart, like who literally seemingly do it all, and they might, like, you just might be built differently. But like, as you heard before, as a kid, I could barely pick up leaves. Listen, I will say, and my mom can vouch for me, I was never a fan of like manual labor as a kid, or what my dad say, it wasn't hard labor, but like manual labor. I would spend hours organizing my parents' closet, organizing the house, helping, not necessarily cleaning, like I wasn't necessarily like scrubbing toilets or anything, but like helping them with like organization, and that is where I feel like I added value to the household. Okay, I'm just saying. I just got a very random and large PR package in the mail that I thought we could open together because I have no idea what this is. All right, we've got the Chomp summer gear bucket hat. This is a summer must, and yes, a nice little bag. Ooh, I like this material, a little thermos. Good morning, guys. It is just about 6 a.m. I nursed Decker at 5, which is typical. Normally he wakes up at 5. He just needs a little boost to go back to sleep. And normally I do too. But I got into bed and I was thinking, you know what? What would sound even better than another hour or two of sleep is an hour or two of just like me time. I feel like I'm like addicted after the nap yesterday. And so I decided to get up. I need to get back on a schedule. I've been going to bed. Like I went to bed way too late last night to be waking up at 5 a.m. But I need to break the cycle, you know what I mean? Like I need to be tired enough tonight to get into bed by 9. So I'm breaking the cycle right now. I've got my nice cup of tea, and then I want to get back into this. I've been slacking. I used to love waking up every day and reading a page of the Daily Stoic, which is like 366 meditations on wisdom, perseverance, and the art of living. It's just like really motivational, inspirational stuff. It's so nice to be able to start your day like that. The other book I'm reading is quite different. I'd shown you guys this in a vlog or two ago. I got this from the library. It's called Slender Man. It is a true crime book about 2 teenagers who attempted to murder their best friend. They stabbed her 19 times. It's like a little, I like the true crime stuff. I like thriller. I like all that. This is bordering like, there's something about reading about children that they're 12. It's just very, very, very disturbing, to say the least. Oh, and if you're wondering, yes, I'm wearing the same pajamas as a night or two ago. I have a rule. If the pajamas are not covered in spit up or sweat or whatever, if nothing happened to them, they will be worn again because we do too much laundry in this household for me to be just doing laundry willy-nilly. I mean, obviously, like, if I leave the house in something, that it's obviously going in the wash because that's just gross. But if I'm just staying in, it's going to be reworn. I'd love to be able to go to the early gym today, but I just feel like it's too risky. Like, I think he's going to wake up before I get back. And in a perfect world, I would go to the gym, come back, nurse him. But like, if he wakes up and it's just Zach and I don't have any extra breast milk in the fridge, so I don't want to leave him in the dust like that. Plus, today's body weight conditioning at the gym, which like is my least favorite day. There are no weights on the floor. It's literally just like burpees, and I'm not about it. I'd rather just go on a stroller run, to be honest. And then unfortunately, my camera microphone malfunctioned, but I was basically just saying I was going to attempt another crib nap with Decker, who was very much so not knowing what was about to happen. But I was very excited to see if we were hitting a breakthrough. All right, I am on my phone because I left the camera in Decker's room. This is probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I'm not even kidding. Since Decker was born, we have had just like a 0 cry tolerance policy where like if he cries, we get him right away, and we do contact naps every day. When I was putting him down, we fell asleep. He was napping on me for, just a few seconds. And he woke up as I was transferring him to the crib, and like the look he gave me when I put him down was just like, what are you doing? And it like seriously is just like absolutely heartbreaking, and I'm just trying so hard for us. Like I'm like trying to do what's right. Like he needs sleep, and he's not falling asleep. He's not crying right now, but he's not asleep. He's sucking his thumb, which he never does. I don't know what to do. Seriously, I'm gonna give it 5 more minutes. Oh. It's a lot later. The nap ended up not happening today. It was a big fail. I tried though. I really did try, and that is just what I've learned these past several months. All you can do is try. And then we'll see about tomorrow, but honestly, probably not, but it's fine. And honestly, it goes back to that conversation I had yesterday where we all have 24 hours in a day, but the quality of all of our hours is so different. Same thing with this. For some people, like sleep training is a must. Like, you have a job, or you have to wake up at 5 a.m. You cannot afford to be getting up throughout the night, or you have a very strict schedule. You cannot afford to not have these crib naps. Whereas for me, I mean, like, I have a husband who is able and willing to split the overnight, so it doesn't feel that bad at all. And so it just, everyone's situation is so different. Remember that, and remember that before you judge others for what they choose when it comes to their babies. So anyway, random tangent, but I'm very excited because I'm about to dive into another season of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader show. I was obsessed with season 1. I'm curious if season 2 is going to be as good. I feel like the second season is never as good, but I'm so happy because, like, there's nothing better than when you have a show, like, something to look forward to at the end of the day. 20-30 minutes. It's obviously the most ideal when Zach and I both watch the same thing. He will not watch this. He's just not interested, but that's okay. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, coming along the journeys, the struggles, all of the things. Always just trying to keep it real on here. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.